That's cool.
Oh, now
he looks like something. He looks like something out of Horizon. Actually, he looks like the Thunderjaw.
He's really cool, and he like glows when he uses his
Actually,
power.
go all four.
Do all
Fuck
four?
it. Yeah, why not?
He's not moving. I think we have to come to him.
Well, of course, he's Ghidorah.
He's the king, dude, or at least he wants to be.
Yeah, he is technically.
I thought Godzilla was king.
Well, his name is King Ghidorah, but because he's basically the king of
Planet
space
X
until he fights Godzilla and then he loses.
Holy shit! You have
I was just about to say
Your life was low.
I can't help but notice that.
Things are hurting.
No, not that.
His life was lower because he fought Mechagodzilla.
No, the fact that nothing is like really dropping health as much as it was. Okay, and then yes, I will fight the enemy.
Oh boy, Ghidorah!
You made your way down the shaft. And you're about to go fight the king.
Ghidorah the Explorer. Yeah, this one's stupid. You can just keep going straight and bypass it.
Yeah, that's true.
Just don't die.
No,
because it does shoot the horseshoes.
God bless it.
It's the big cannon up top.
There we go.
Who cares? Fuck you. It's essentially this thing's version of like the brain, the weird Bobby brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
Okay.
All right. This is the one, and then it's oh boy, oh boy.
I just want to try to get
some
life beforehand. So if I go a little bit slower, that's why.
I'm just scared of what he's gonna be. Although nothing in this game has been really
He's
that
a three-headed
hard.
dragon that shoots lightning.
I was gonna say he's not gonna be.
I don't
terrible.
think
There we go.
Hopefully.
Ow, that did not hit me.
Reminds kind of the X-Men intro.
Oh yeah.
That guitar.
I
think you're good. Yeah.
Am I? Okay,
You're just missing.
Here he is.
Oh, he looks cool.
Nope.
Not as good as he normally looks.
Come on.
He looks like he's from a different game too. Like I feel like I've seen that sprite before.
Nope.
Oh. No. He's like
on.
the Kraken.
Munch.
The Kraken.
He's a little bit of like everyone because I can't get above him because it automatically boots me back. Ow, ow.
Oh shit, that's actually hurting you.
No, that's not fair! That's not fair!
It's not a lot, but it's enough.
Dude,
Oh,
that's not fair! Bullshit!
That sucks.
Come on. Come on.
Oh,
Okay,
boy, and it's his turn.
No, fuck. Fuck, I didn't heal. Oh my god, I'm dead.
No,
I'm dead.
you can do this, dude. You can do this. And your shot doesn't push him back at all, does it?
No, it doesn't.
You know what you can do? You can inch him back a little bit. When he's not aggressing you, you can inch him back.
Ah, fuck!
So just inch forward, inch forward. Oh, no, oh no. That's so stupid.
I don't believe this. I don't fucking believe this! Seriously? Seriously? Seriously?
Oh my fucking god.
Oh my fucking god. I am pissed. I am fucking pissed. I am livid. That's so fucking unfair!
Yeah, that fucking sucks. Oh shit.
What are you walking on?
The surface of the moon, bro. I'm actually just gonna fucking go. I'm not even
Just
gonna
book
bother.
it. Just book it.
I do not want to get caught by those the fucking horseshoes. Yeah, that fucking sucks. What the hell are you gonna do as Godzilla? Like,
At least you've got your breath that probably keeps him back, though.
well, the breath never seemed to. It was always my fist. Boy, that was really short.
Alright, just go.
There goes nothing.
Special. At least I started it for you.
No, 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 no.
Oh,
Bullshit!
No, never mind. It's the same thing with you. Okay. Special, special, special. That does a lot. Do it again. And I'll punch him.
Come on. Fuck off.
Oh, wow.
Come on, fuck off. Come on, fuck off.
This is bullshit. Special, special, special! Oh, too late now.
Come on.
Do it again.
I'm the king of the monsters!
Oh, you can't, actually.
I'm the king of the monsters!
Why weren't you
Oh,
punching
no.
him? Just attack him
It
again.
wouldn't let me
Oh, he's
special.
gonna-
It wouldn't let me.
Now special it.
You fucking right I am.
Twice in a row.
Suck it!
One, and
suck it!
two. And you got him.
Boom! Suck it! Oh,
Now get to the base. Oh, you have to do this
fuck.
now. Yeah. It's probably not going to be any different than it was before.
Probably not.
Just get some life back, though, just in case.
Oh, thank you.
It shows up again.
No, he doesn't.
Maybe in a different game. Unless maybe this is... Well, no, Planet X should be the end. Unless there's Pluto or something.
I really hope he shows up. Just, hi, bitch!
Yeah, right? One more level of nothing but Ghidorahs.
No, just one more final fight.
Boy, you know, with
Sephiroth.
Mothra, they really make it seem like you have to face him with Godzilla, didn't it? Mm-hmm. Like, Mothra couldn't do anything.
As it should be.
Which, yeah, I mean, to be
This
honest,
is a Godzilla game,
yeah.
not Mothra.
Mothra, if you want to win, make your own game. Make your own game, Mothra. Fuck.
Slow down.
Yeah, I'm about to say object limit. Ow, ow, ow. To be honest, I'm using my special just to keep moving forward and going through bullets without getting staggered.
Oh, and it's funny because like there's no animation while it's going.
No.
Yeah.
There you are.
Will you occupy the enemy headquarters? Yes. Fuck yeah.
Well, and Mothra's there. Although,
Aww.
is Mothra dead?
Well, she looks dead. That's a cool picture, actually.
Yeah, I think it's on it. It probably looks the same regardless. But that's our end screen.
Or is it? This is a Godzilla after all.
War is over.
If you want it, war is over now. Sorry.
Godzilla crushed the invaders from Planet X. Peace has returned to Earth. After the fierce battle, the wounded monsters, Godzilla and Mothra are resting until the day they rise again for the sake of mankind. And devastated on Planet X, a message is left for our Earthlings.
I always end up with wrestling with you too.
To our deepest regret, we must admit defeat. This time, we almost won. But we did not know Godzilla was such a powerful foe. Gone is our legion of monsters, the strongest force in the universe. Never shall we see Ghidorah Arc again. Having lost our base, we now embark on a journey to nowhere in the universe. But Earthlings, save your rejoicing over the victory which Godzilla brought to you. Oh, nice. Our journey will not last forever. We, the people of Planet X, will never give up our place with it.
It's gonna pass
Can you keep
out.
going?
Nope. Up. Come on.
We promise that we will organize a second, even a third legion of space monsters and destroy you in the future. We shall not fail. This is our challenge to you. The last days of Earth are coming soon. Earthlings, prepare to die. That was amazing. I'm glad you were able to pull it out, pull yourself together, and
Thought he was
center.
ready to pass out.
I
That
almost
was
did.
fucking awesome.
Almost did.
There was not enough coke in the world to make that promo happen.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Oh, no, it's gonna go through all the enemies. Cool.
He's looking at the camera.
Yeah, he was. He's got stanky leg going. He looked like he's doing the,
What the hell
fuck?
is that?
Was that his Hadouken?
I don't know if that's what it was supposed to look like, but it did not look like that.
Fucking,
It looks like he's power walking.
what's his face looked like he was doing the, fucking Thriller.
Varen or
Yeah.
Wow.
And Godzilla, King of Monsters.
Godzilla.
Wow. Wow, wow, and wow.
Yay!
Game
The
215.
Toho
God-
Cinephile Soft
I said-
Library
I said
presents
Godzilla.
Godzilla. The end.
Godzilla. Nice fuck Toho Cinephile.
We already read that.
Neat. And then it's just gonna stay on that screen.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing, dude. Godzilla in the bank.
Well, I'm
Nice job, man.
Glad you took it home. I did what I could to help out, but
Hey! You basically, you know what?
honestly,
He did 90% of the game.
that staggering is just
That was balls.
honestly, that really illustrated the problem with that staggering.
Yeah.
It was one thing when
When it was the crack, when it was
what was
Gezra.
his name? Gezra, yes, when it was Gezra doing it where you weren't losing life, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's annoying, but I can handle it. But when a game soft locks you, well, that's not
That
really
was
even a
hard
soft.
lock.
That's a hard lock because you cannot move, you can't attack, you can't do anything. When you are losing life in a hard lockdown like that, that takes it to unfair territory at that
sucks.
point.
Yeah. I mean, granted, at least he didn't just fucking sit there for the whole fight and do that. He did
Yeah.
back off with God. I mean, it honestly felt like Godzilla has to fight him.
Yeah,
That's what
I
it
think.
felt.
I think they probably made that intentional, where certain bosses were like you had an easier time doing it with Godzilla because they were telling you, okay, this is monumental. It's Godzilla versus Ghidorah. It's not Mothra versus Ghidorah.
Right.
So,
So, our final time, 4 hours and 10 minutes.
not bad. I mean, it's a long
not
game.
bad.
Yeah, it's a long game. Just
You know, it was. Yeah. But a lot of it's just repetitive.
I understand.
It's a
I would
lot, yeah.
rephrase that. It's a short game padded with length.
yes, that's a good way to say it because it really is.
Yeah, it really was.
I mean, obviously, a lot of the game is just Godzilla and Mothra versus the monsters. And then they throw these level designs in there to basically make the game longer.
It felt like the monster fighting was maybe 30% of this, and the other 70 was just moving
It was just
moving around
moving
the
the
map.
characters, yeah.
And like we had found out, honestly, you're better off just sitting there until the monsters come to you, kill them, and then move through the map.
And then just move freely through the map, yeah.
Yeah, like I admire what they tried to do with like the strategy involved, but like, god damn it,
Try to make it like battle chess.
I almost
tried to make it like battle chess, exactly.
I
Or
almost would
Archon.
have
Archon was kind of like this.
I almost would appreciate it if this game had a two-player mode where one player gets to play as Godzilla and Mothra, and then player 2 gets to play as the monsters, and then make it almost like a battle chess type game. But
Maybe.
But back in the days of Nintendo, obviously you only had so much space.
Yeah.
Double Dragon wasn't even.
Two-player.
You couldn't even play the main story as two-player because they didn't know how to program it and they didn't have the space to do it. So they made two-player, but it was a versus mode versus.
Yeah.
So something like that, I honestly I could see that they probably didn't have the space for it, but at the same time, like this game just looks like it was made to be two-player.
It really did.
And almost like a battle chess.
Considering you had the two characters, it looks like player 2 would be Mothra, player 1 would be Godzilla, and you trade
Yeah.
off turns.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah, because I mean, in the game itself, like it looks like there is strategy involved. Like you have to position yourself correctly, otherwise you could screw yourself. But at the same time, then because the monsters moved in predictable manners, that's halfway through the game we were just like, all right, let them just come to us and.
Yeah.
We'll
Deal with them as they come.
We'll move the map after. Yeah, we'll move through the map after.
Because the map was honestly more threatening than the monsters were, other than like maybe Mecha Godzilla and Ghidorah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll get into it. What would you give Godzilla for a difficulty?
So, I mean, honestly, if I had to put a difficulty on this game, which I do, obviously, 3 or 4.
That's
The
kind of
game-
where I was leaning.
The game is really not that hard. There are a couple points where the game gets unfair,
Yeah.
and that's where the difficulty comes from, is in those boomerang missiles that come at you,
Yeah.
because there's no way for Godzilla to avoid them. So you basically
Straight
you straight have to accept the damage that you take.
But life is so abundant.
But life is just super abundant.
It feels top heavy. in the fact
Yeah.
that you have such little life at the beginning and having to deal with all this. As well, and I suppose some of the first levels are less frantic, but when you have all that life, these levels really aren't that threatening. It's just more of a hassle because then you get the slowdown and all these things you have to kill that just stop your progress, especially as Godzilla. Like Mothra, you can kind of just float over the terrain, whereas Godzilla has to go through it all.
Yep.
So, like, that's kind of more of where it's more of an annoyance than a difficult. Which kind of sucks because, like, I originally was... My initial thought was 4. But then the more I thought about it, like, the monsters themselves aren't really that bad.
No.
They don't really... Like, they don't really feel unique. They look unique, but they don't really do anything unique.
The only hard boss was Ghidorah. And that was only against, basically, Mothra for the most part. Because... when you get it, like, Mothra can't
go above anything.
Can't directly go above him because she just gets pushed back. So you have a very limited window in which to attack. And when he is constantly coming at you, he's not only pushing you back, but then you are getting knocked down to the left, where then you are hard locked into that position. So I mean, that's honestly where the only difficulty is, where if you only had Mothra, this game would probably be unforgiving.
Oh, yeah.
But because you have both Mothra and Godzilla is programmed pretty much to be the only one who can handle Ghidorah, I would say that, honestly, the difficulty, I would put this at a 3.
Think so?
I think so.
You know what? I'm willing to agree. The game...
It's not hard.
A lot of it comes down to...
Just knowing the patterns.
Figuring it out.
Knowing the patterns. Knowing where your hitboxes are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't tell when you're hitting stuff in the stages, for one, which we found out that sucks. Like those missile launchers and those bases, you can't tell if you're hitting it at all. Or some, like even the horseshoe marshmallow missile. You can't kill it, for one, but you don't know that you can't kill it. You know, if I understand a little bit why they don't do, like, flashing for like when you're hitting stuff. Yeah. Because goddamn, so much stuff on screen, the game can't handle what it's doing already. It'd be impossible. Yeah, definitely. Like, this game would crash. So I understand why they did it, but like the subtle noise of when you're hitting things wasn't enough. Yeah. It needed something.
It definitely did.
But
color distinction, which against the bosses they did do that though.
Yes,
they would flash colors, which is great,
and they made noise.
But certain enemies, like at the bases and stuff, they weren't changing colors. They weren't doing anything. You didn't know if you were hitting or not, and sometimes it seemed like you were bashing something for an exorbitant amount of time, and then certain times it's like you would hit it once or twice and it's destroyed. So it's like there was no rhyme or reason to how much life enemies have.
Yeah. But other than that, like, there's so much health drops. Granted, the health tries to run away from you, which I hate in games.
Yeah, but it moves so slow that it's like...
Not only does it move slow, there are times it has...
It materializes behind you and comes to you, so...
But so it's more of a minor inconvenience, if anything. But they give you so much life. Did we ever actually nail down how much it gave you? Was it 3 or 4 segments?
It's percentage based, it looked like, because the more health you had, it seemed like the more it healed.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I wasn't.
So I think it's just a flat percentage.
But, like, other than that, like, the powers, Mothra's seemed okay.
Mothra's was good for the levels.
It needed just a slightly better angle. Yeah.
Further arc.
Because it looked like it was dropping it at, like, a 15 to 20 degree angle underneath. It needed, like, a straight 30 or 45. Yeah. Like, it needed a much, because otherwise, against the monsters, like you said, with Ghidorah, you can't get above anything. Everything pushes you back. Yeah. So, like, you can't even use her for half of the bosses. Yeah. So, Godzilla's just a beast. But honestly, it is fun to just kick shit in the dick with him. Yeah. But yes, I feel like 3 is fair. The monsters really aren't that difficult, and they're really not that different. It's basically go in and just kick the shit out of them. Yeah. Their patterns aren't any different than normal.
So for fun.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're necessarily going to agree with me, but just hear me out.
You might be surprised.
But just hear me out. I would give this game a 6 for fun. Oh, that's close. Now, does it have flaws? Yes, it has quite a few flaws. But The game itself is actually, I had a lot more fun with this than I thought I was going to have. I liked the aspect where it felt like you were playing chess. That was definitely a unique thing. I haven't seen that in any other games that we've played so far.
Especially on the NES.
Not
that
NES.
I can think of.
I loved
the two we mentioned.
Archon and Battle Chess, yeah.
I love the inclusion of all the monsters where Godzilla and Mothra were playable. But yet it gave us Ghidorah, it gave us Mechagodzilla, it gave us Mogra, it gave us Hedorah, it gave us all of the most iconic of Toho's library of monsters. Every one of them in their boss environment looked really awesome, actually. And they had, I don't know if they necessarily had unique moves, but each one definitely had its own unique fighting style.
I guess.
But I loved how it looked. I mean, the game looks beautiful. When you're on the surface of the moons, when you're in the stages, yes, does it get repetitive? It gets very repetitive, but the backgrounds look amazing. The music, I don't think there was a bad song in this game. This was actually a kicking soundtrack that I did not realize was so good as the soundtrack.
That's why this is one of those times where I can almost forgive the bad gameplay, which even the gameplay wasn't that bad. But there was so much style to it, I'm almost willing to look over it.
Is it one of those things where
so
like the pieces are better than the whole?
Yeah.
The sum
I
of the
think
parts
so.
are better than, or the individual pieces are better than the sum of the parts.
Like,
but-
I almost feel
Well-
like I was inching it a 7, to be honest.
Oh, wow.
I actually really did like this.
Wow.
I liked it a lot.
I don't know if I would go that high.
The
but
music,
it's-
like you said, was
it was top notch.
very fucking good.
I was not expecting that. You expect
I-
that out of like Capcom, you don't, and Konami, you don't expect it out of Toho.
Taito, like the soundtrack to this is pretty fucking epic.
Yeah.
Like I truly would listen to this again. So like that's the graphics are gorgeous.
Absolutely.
I truly love the graphics. I love the designs of the monsters.
Godzilla looks like Godzilla.
Yeah, like the animations were good. Like everything looked fantastic.
Yeah.
The environments were beautiful. They all felt varied. Like the only real shortcoming of this game was slow down when there's just too much shit. The faltering that you had mentioned with Mothra, where she dips down, and even him to a lesser degree when he gets knocked back. But like everything else fits so well that I almost overlook that.
So and see, here's the thing: is how I can forgive it is because yes, the staggering with Mothra got really frustrating.
Yes.
Super frustrating.
That was the first time you ever died, was against Ghidorah.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is that most of the staggering does not take away life. And when you do get knocked back, even if you're getting hit multiple times, the life bar is extremely forgiving. Where it doesn't take away a lot of life. You're not getting just lambasted. And honestly, the health drops are so plentiful that I can forgive that.
Yeah, yeah.
Same thing goes with the object limitation. When they throw so much stuff at you that it causes slowdown, it causes your attack. It causes your attack to falter, or it causes them to blink out to where your attack won't even hit them because they're blinking through it. But at the same time, there are like the damage that you take is extremely forgiving. You're not getting absolutely destroyed, and most of the time a lot of the problems came from Mothra, but you're able to just fly through and just ignore it. It's like, okay, well then I'll ignore it and go on and try to pick up a health pickup at some point, which more times than not it was the best scenario, and that was exactly, it was easy to do.
That's why I almost feel like we sound a little hypocritical on this, because we bashed games for like a polished turd.
Yeah,
but like with this, for some reason the feel is so different.
I think it's because they knew what their shortcomings were, and they actually took steps to try to correct that.
Maybe
that's what it was. Is that they at least knew, because it was not intentional. They did not troll people by doing the attacks that they did. They basically said, "Yeah, this might be a problem. So you know what? Let's let's do a lot of health pickups or something like that. They did not intentionally troll you. They just said, yep, this is a little bit hard, but trust me, we'll make up for it.
Yeah.
And so, and just combined with everything else, yeah, it's repetitive, but I mean, it's a decent length for a Nintendo game.
I would say so.
Yeah.
It was a good chunk.
Good chunk of playtime there.
I think it was just in that sweet spot. It was maybe stretching just a little, but I think it was that perfect length.
But I love the fact that it is password based.
Yes.
You can come back whenever you want, and the passwords are they're accurate. You will not be. It's not like a Broder Bun game. You will not be given a bogus password because they couldn't program passwords.
That's why to me this feels like a 7.
I think it's.
You think so?
I don't.
It's a low 7, definitely.
I don't know if I would go as high as a 7 though.
To me, I feel like there's enough going for it that it can kind of forgive some of the shortcomings that would keep it from being a solid 7.
If you look back and tell me what are some of the other games that we gave 7s to, I don't know because I did like this game and I have a soft spot for it, but I don't know if I would go as high as a 7.
Zombie Nation, you gave a 7. DuckTales 2, Rockin' Cats, Monster Party, Shadowgate. Those are the Lone Ranger. So those are 7s. Do you want some 6s?
Yeah.
Milon's Secret Castle. Journey to Silius.
Yeah, nope, say no more. Nope. I feel comfortable leaving it at a 6.
Batman Return of the Joker. And Rainbow Islands.
Yeah, I feel comfortable.
6.
I feel
Gotta get the
comfortable
+1 for
giving
Godzilla.
No.
I'd say it's a 7 if you like Godzilla.
Maybe
if you're a bigger fan of Godzilla, I think you'd appreciate this a little more.
Maybe, who knows? Maybe they would take it down a notch because it's just.
I mean, honestly, they gave a shitload of context at the front and back half of this, front and back end of this.
Yeah, they did, especially with the stories at the beginning and the end.
That was a very, very, very satisfying ending.
At least you got At least you got
you
got a full narrative.
Yeah.
Basically, it's an extension of a movie. It's like it's like a self-contained movie on the Nintendo.
Which it felt good. Like, I loved the beginning. The beginning cinematics were good. Mm-hmm. I liked the ending there with the scrolling text and the story. Like, that to me alone would solidly bump it up to a 7 for me. Mm-hmm. Because how many games of this caliber have we played with no fucking story? But honestly, I think there's enough going for it that it would sit at a 7. But I will default to you if you feel it's a 6.
I honestly, I would say 6 on one hand, half a dozen in the other. It's like to me, I still feel comfortable calling it a 6. I wouldn't feel comfortable calling it a 7, but at the same time, I can understand that. I think it's going to come out in our segment of is it worth it? Because obviously, I think it is worth it. Which I just jumped the gun there, but
what? Yeah.
So,
all right. So, what did you pay for Godzilla?
So for Godzilla, I got this game in Madison, and I paid $3.99 for it.
Good God, man. Well, as of this video on PriceCharting.com,
this I can't believe.
Godzilla sits at a cushy $25.92.
$25.92.
God damn!
Wow,
it's a lot more than I thought it would.
This game is. I don't think it's rare.
But you know what? I don't think so. I feel like we see it a lot.
We see it a lot.
It's Godzilla.
Well, maybe.
That automatically gives value.
Hold on, though. Maybe it's starting to get a resurgence, and maybe more people are getting it because of the movies and stuff. King Kong, Godzilla was just remade in 2014 or 2017.
I don't know about that though. Like, how many people are watching that Godzilla movie? Hey, didn't they do Godzilla games on the NES?
People our age.
No, but people our age who are the majority of the people who go to movies and and are into pop culture know that. Oh yeah, I had that game on the Nintendo because it's a common game.
It very really is.
It's or they took their kids, they saw Godzilla and was like, "You want to see Godzilla?
Watch this. Let's pop in this game." Yeah,
maybe. But you think that's worth it, huh? $26?
I honestly do. I think you get a rockin' soundtrack. If you are into Godzilla or those old movies from the 50s and 60s, You're gonna get bang for your buck. You're gonna enjoy it. You get a decently length game. It's not overtly difficult. You are not going to, well, you are going to get frustrated at certain points, but nothing that is going to probably stop you completely from playing the game. And I think you're going to have a good time. I honestly do.
Doesn't this game get a bad rap? I feel like I remember this game getting some stigma.
I think it does, actually.
Yes.
And again, that is with the I want to say that AVGN
maybe
did a review of this game and said how stupid it is.
Yeah.
And again, the masses went along with him and said, "Oh my God, that's right. That's that stupid game." It's not. Honestly, it's not stupid. It really isn't. I think this is actually a very charming game.
Yeah.
And I would honestly say, and I don't say that often with games that are like $26.
I would say it's worth it too.
I think it's worth it.
Which I'm actually going to make another case for that 7 for fun. the fact that you mentioned the passwords. How many games have we played that did not have passwords, but were like long like this that we had to play in one
Didn't I already talk about that in the fun?
You glassed it. You glassed over it a little bit. You said yes, there are passwords.
Yeah,
but they're good.
Because you said it was a good.
But I
length.
think that also adds to the point. Adds to the point of my 7.
You really want that 7, don't you?
Rainbow Islands we gave a 6. I think that was no passwords. Journey to Silius was a 6. That had no passwords. Milon's Secret Castle, we gave what? A 6?
Yeah.
That was no passwords.
No.
And I think the fact that this has the passwords to it, so you can come back to it and play at a more leisurely pace, and even if you are getting frustrated with some of the mechanics, you could come back to it, you can refresh, you can recenter, you can come back. I mean,
but I still
think
feel
that would also push it up to a 7.
But I still feel like it's apples to oranges because Milon's Secret Castle is like a 2-hour game, 2.5-hour game. I mean, it's not if it was a 4-hour game, 4.5-hour game. If it didn't have passwords, I'm sorry, the fun's going down at that point.
Yeah, that's true.
So with this, I honestly think being a 4-hour game, I'm just glad they had the foresight to say, yes, don't do this in one sitting. So sorry to.
Well, I just think the passwords should give it a point. I'm always a sucker for games with passwords, just because we've played so many games. Oh, look at Solomon's fucking Key. God damn it, 10.5 hours of nonsense because it did not have passwords. It had continues,
and that is why I gave that game. I think we
gave it a 1. I think.
A 1 for fun. Yeah, it was not a fun game.
We gave it a 2.
A 2. Okay.
Should have got it.
Because I think I liked the puzzle aspect of it in the beginning, and then it just got tedious. But yes, that reflected why it got such a low score.
That was a beast of a different back.
Yes, it was.
Burden color, beast of a different color. What is the phrase?
It's a horse of a different color.
Horse of a different color. Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm thinking beast with 2 backs. That's the euphemism for fuck it.
Certainly was a beast of burden.
All right. 3 for difficulty.
6 for fun.
6 for fun. Even though I will say 6 with potential for 7.
Andy gives it a 7. I give it a 6. You guys give it whatever you want.
The record will reflect 6, but I personally will give it a 7. Me and Kevin, 2/3 vote. We win. I'm changing the score to a 7.
Do what you want.
No, that's fine.
I'm sticking to my 6.
And at $26, we both think
it's worth definitely
it.
Yeah.
It's a lot more fun than I thought it would be, and more than I remember it being.
I remember when we popped this game in, and you're just like, "Are you serious? You want to play this?" And
even as a kid, I don't think I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, and we started playing it, and then you started being like, maybe this game isn't so bad.
Even though I got mad, and I played like trash. Once I calmed down and was able to actually
once we made it farther where you had a bigger life bar.
Well, not only that, but like
you got used to it.
Once I got used to the hitboxes, that's kind of what did it.
Yeah, you got used to it.
We got used to it. But that'll do it. Godzilla in the bank. So hit us up on Facebook.
Hit us up on Twitter.
Go to powertripgaming.tv. Takes you directly to this channel where you can watch us play through all of the rest of the Nest collection.
Yes, and if you are not into social media or have access to social media, then you can always email us at nespowertrip@gmail.com, and we will answer any question or comment that you have.
That's right. And if you don't feel like watching any of this nonsense, you can always listen to us. You can search for us on iTunes, Stitcher, and Spotify. The PTG Powercast, sucker!
Wait a minute, are we on Spotify?
We are now!
Nice!
We just got the email the other day.
Sure did.
Sweet! Check us out on Spotify! Give us 5 stars!
5 fucking stars!
Wait, is that even still a thing? Do they
Spotify?
do on Spotify? Do they even do stars? What was that?
Fuck me if I
Maybe
know.
it was iTunes that
That could have been
had 5
iTunes.
stars.
That could have been
Yeah.
the podcasting on iTunes.
I don't. Yeah.
Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
But there you
So
go.
much.
PTG Powercast, talk about multiple topics, whatever the fuck. we feel like.
Whatever we want, and we do it
If it's
in a
Pokemon.
calm and controlled setting, and we have a good time.
Calm.
That's right.
So
I think that's all I got.
I think that's it.
So next time on Power Trip,
We'll play something better.
roar!
We'll play something better.
Dude,
I can't believe your voice has got to be killing you.
I got Ultimate Warrior in the bank.
Ultimate Warrior in the bank. Stupid.